Welcome to the AI Shortcut, your quick guide to the AI news that actually matters. Our goal is to help you stay current, understand what matters, and skip the noise. This is Issue 2 for Saturday, June 20th, 2026. On Wednesday, we talked about AI starting to feel less like a product story and more like an operational one. Today, that pressure looks even more concrete. It is showing up in budgets, in service firms, and in the physical systems underneath all this technology. Let's start with the budget side. The Financial Times reports that some major companies, including Amazon, Walmart, Cisco, Uber, and Meta, are starting to put tighter controls on employee AI usage as costs rise. According to that report, some are moving toward token-based budgeting, and Uber set a monthly cap of about $1,500 per employee for certain AI tools. The point here is not just that AI tools cost money. It is that companies are starting to manage AI usage the way they manage other scaled software costs. That is a sign the market is maturing. Once a tool becomes part of normal work, people start asking a harder question. Is this still worth it every day at full organizational scale? And that cost pressure does not stop with buyers. It also starts to reshape the companies whose business models sit around AI adoption. The Financial Times also reports that Accenture shares fell about 18% after the company cut its annual revenue growth guidance and said new bookings declined to about $19.3 billion. The deeper signal here is not only about one consulting firm. It is about whether AI starts eating into some of the repeatable advisory, integration, and implementation work that large service businesses have long relied on. If the tools get better, the service layer around them may need to change too. From there, the story moves out of the spreadsheet and into the physical world. AP reports that federal regulators have ordered regional grid operators to help large energy users, including data centers, connect to the power system faster. The same report says the United States already has more than 4,000 data centers in operation, with another 3,000 planned or under construction. It also says data centers account for about 5% of U.S. electricity demand today, and that figure could triple by 2035. This is one of those reminders that AI does not live only in software. It lives in substations, transmission queues, and real infrastructure constraints. If the grid cannot keep up, then scaling AI becomes not just a technical or financial problem, but a systems problem. A trend I am watching this week is that agent safety is starting to look more like a data governance issue than a pure model performance issue. In a new paper on arXiv, researchers from the Singapore AI Safety Institute and the Korea AI Safety Institute tested tool-using agents on 12 realistic workplace-style tasks. They found that none of the tested systems were both fully correct and fully safe across every scenario. That matters because a system can still complete a task while mishandling information on the way. So, if you are thinking about agents in real workflows, the question is not only whether they can do the job. It is also whether they touch only the data they should, keep only what they should, and reveal only what they should. One useful tool to know about this week is AIRS. AIRS is a research platform for evaluating social engineering risk across human-human, human-AI, and AI-AI interactions. In plain English, it helps researchers test how persuasion and trust show up when AI enters the loop. If you are building assistants for sensitive environments, that kind of testing is going to matter more over time. And there is a useful phrase underneath almost everything in this issue: unit economics. Unit economics is the basic question of whether each use of a product still makes financial sense once you count the real cost of delivering it. In AI, that can include tokens, compute, infrastructure, support, and human review. And once you start looking through that lens, a lot of this week's stories connect very quickly. The next phase of AI adoption will be shaped not just by what the tools can do, but by whether organizations can afford repeated use, whether service businesses can adapt around them, and whether the systems underneath them can keep up. That's Issue 2 of the AI Shortcut for Saturday, June 20th, 2026. We're back on Wednesday. The text version of this issue includes links to every source we mentioned.